It's Mr. BeanBaleena! Or is it BanBaleena? Alright, so Mr. Bean is going to chase you through here, and I was going to change Josh to something, but I don't really know what to do. This is still left over from a mod I did for somebody else, Toadster, and it is still giving me trouble down the hallway here, which I don't understand. The animations work fine there, but then suddenly the arm does not come from here on out. The animations are invisible. So I think it's similar to what problem I dealt with BeanBaleena being too big in this area, and then Celine Snail not having animations in her area. So those are all little glitchy things with Blender, and I still have a handle on it, but I'm trying to document that. So here we go. This is going to also show you about more mod menu stuff, and okay, I'm going to go over some of this week's updates to the Garten of BanBan. Yeah, you know, the mod menu. So some of the things that I've been requested to add are that you can slow time down but still go fast, which is kind of an important thing to do, and I have just started to implement it. It's not perfect, so what you're going to want to do is hit the F key. You don't have to be in the menu to do this, but hit the F key first. Let me get out of the menu. F key first, and then hit P key. Now what that'll do is it'll slow everything else down. So you can see that those rotors are going very slow. So the game speed is slow, but you have much faster fly speed in the flying. Now I will try to implement this as a player as well. It's just a little bit more tricky because to go back, you have to make sure you go back to the default settings, and I have to set that up. So that's just something I will do in the future. So then hit P again, and you're going to go super fast. So then as soon as you get out of your F key, it'll go back to normal. And the next time you go into F, it's regular speed. 4 key is fast, and that also works with the player. So if you're in F and you hit 4 key, you go faster. 4 key again toggles it. So we know that. Let's go back to the menu and see what has been improved or added. We have a play sound button. Now there is a separate mod so that you don't have any of the ambience, but for now if you just want to play sounds and scroll through them, I'm going to add a drop down so that you can just grab individual sounds. And as we can see in another video, I went through some of these sounds. So here you go. I'll have to add more sounds. It's kind of hard. I have to add each individual, but I'm getting most of them in there. All right, some things that you maybe didn't know you could do. I added this here. This is the distance at which things spawn. So not quite. Well, it's the distance it brings. I will make it so it's a distance things summon as well, but the default is 500. So let's say you wanted to go down here and bring... I know some, I'm going to organize these. This is just how it comes out of the game. But I know that skeletal don't try to do level sequences. They don't really do anything. Actor 10, I believe, is Celine. Yes. So if you go to skeletal mesh 10 and you say bring it, Celine comes. All right. So this Celine can be resized, of course. And one thing is fun to do is make them into ragdolls. You can do it from the menu, but what you may not know, because it's not documented well, and I'm just trying to use this as a documentation, so if you get out of the menu and you hit the negative key next to the plus sign, so minus, it auto ragdolls it. So there you go. If you hit it again, wherever it is, it becomes physics again. And if you hit the plus key next to it, that gets rid of gravity. So then you can ragdoll and remove gravity. And if it was up higher, it would be floating in the air. So that's that. And like I say, you can bring it. And now you see that physics and gravity are turned off. So you can turn gravity back on, turn physics back on, turn it back off, on. How fun is that? So you can do that, of course. If you hit the slash key when you look at something, it's going to change the material. But if you're on no material, it's just going to put that into focus. So then when you did that, now Canon's in focus, so you could literally not have the menu up, look at something, hit slash key, and then turn gravity off. Or turn physics on and off. There you go. So there you have gravity, and only part of the tank, the Canon went because it's actually multiple meshes. I'll have to have something where you could pick the different mesh category. So there you go, and turn gravity back on. Okie dokie. So what else can we do? What are some new things? Some new things are the cheap water is much better. So if we summon our cheap water, we have some nice water here that you can raise and lower as usual with the bracket keys. So that lowers it, that raises it, and if you go underwater, it looks like you're actually underwater. And then you can pause it by hitting the key again, the bracket key. So now you can walk around as though you're underwater. That's nice to look at. And of course, to get rid of it, you either, I don't have a speed for this. I should make this also a speed. But there you go. You can get your water to go down. And you can use the lava plane as well. One thing is of course, it's water, but if you're smart enough, you would know that you can churn water into silver. No, you can't. Oh. Okay, well, I thought you could. Well, you can definitely do it to the plane, the lava plane. So if you summon a lava plane, it gets the color. I'd have to look at why that's not the case. So you can have a mirror that goes down, and if it goes under the water, it can make it kind of interesting. So some of the things you can do there. Let me see. There's more. There's plenty more. I'm fixing things as I'm... Okay, yeah, so the baby birds, there is a baby opila, but this one does not follow you. This is just static. But if you pick the one from inside here, oh look, I give them silver wings. So if you pick the ones from inside here, which are, I'm going to organize this because they're really far down here, and maybe we don't need all the things that don't really matter. I think it's down here. There we go. So like number 4 is Haze. So if we say bring it, there he is. Now he's a duck in water. Oh no, watch out, he's a duck in water. Okay, so that's gonna have to get more. Okay, decals. I didn't want to make these both in the same drop down, but we're gonna fix this eventually. So at first you have decals. Now not everything is you can apply a decal to, but if you can, okay, those are the toad prints. We changed them to toad prints, but so if you can apply it, it's the Z key. So you pick a decal, which this will be a separate menu. So I know in chapter 1 Cafe Bubble worked and Emergency Stop, but then they stopped working. So now we have these, and all right, Jumbo says that should have, oh, I know. You have to actually bring this decal, right? Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, Jumbo says used to work. Captain Fiddle says, oh, okay, so some of them don't work on every wall. I'll have to look into that. So there was Captain Fiddles. He works on some walls. Let's go somewhere where there's a wall where we can actually put things on that I know. So yeah, there we go. So there's Captain Fiddles. We have Jumbo Says, and I'm going to add more of them. And actually, you can find the decals down here and try to apply them by saying bring it, but that's really difficult because sometimes they're in the wrong direction, and changing their direction or sizing them, which you can do. You could maybe get it there. There was an arrow. But that's a work in progress, obviously. But all the decals, we can do some fun things with them. That's kind of it right now. I'm trying to think. I know there was more. There is BanBan Arms, which I may or may not release as this mod menu mod because it's kind of not really ready. It is ready, but it's not ready to be released. So if you hit 3, you become BanBan, but that will be a separate mod for now. I will not include that in the menu as of now. So that's today's update. I think there's quite a few things that we can do. And if you page down, in case you didn't know this, when you put arms on, now so these arms I didn't put the whole body on, of course. If you page down and you attach them by using page up, then they will be in that trajectory, whatever. So you can have a little fun with that. And I think that's it for now. I know there's more, but I can't remember. So this is just a quick video, updated the mod menu. It's on the Ko-Fi store. I know there's one version that is kind of pricey because it has a lot of other stuff built in. I will maybe take everything out and make a light version that's just really the mod menu and gives you, not as many features like play as Josh or any of those things. So stay tuned. Like I say, like Poppy and stuff, you can get these. They're in the mod menu for the entire price, but you still have to change. I have to change it so that for its chapter 2 specifically, because they work in both chapter 1 and 2, and these just carried over from chapter 1. So if we summon Ooh, a silver. So make sure if you don't want him to be silver, you can do that. And you can ragdoll him. Wait a minute. He was ragdollable. So that was Nab Nab. He should be. Oh, gravity. Duh. All right, so there he is, ragdolled. You have to have gravity on for ragdolling. And again, this all works. If you hit I button, you can just spam Nab Nabs. Watch out, the Nab Nabs are coming! And we can do all kinds of fun things. Oh yeah, there we go. See, his gravity was... There we go. So, Big Peru really knows how to use these menus really well, probably better than I do. And I give him credit for being creative with them. So if you wanted even more ideas, you can go check out his meme style videos, which are doing pretty good for him. All right, that's it.